Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to conclude the video we started 2 days ago. You know, we didn't finish it up. If you watch the last video, you see that we did not come to conclusion how much we are finally expecting for the building. So we are going to conclude it today after adding both the roofing, the tiles, the painting, and everything that has to do with the building. Let's dive into the video. But before then, please subscribe, like the video, and help to share the video. Thank you. So, cost estimate for the completion of a single story block of flats. This is the way my engineer wrote it. So I'm going to read it like that for you. Let's get our pens and paper ready because then wall tiles. Tiles, he wrote like 200. Cement at the rate of 1.5. But I'm not going to work with this because tiles differ. The one you are using might not be the one I'm using. The one you are using might be costing you 3,000. The one I'm using might be costing me 30,000. So I'm not going to go into pricing in ties. But I will still calculate it the way, because the person already told us the quality of ties that he will be needing, and that is what we worked with here. Okay. So cement for tiling, we'll be needing like 25 bags. Then clean sharp sand in 10-ton strips for tiling, because I use sharp sand also for tiling. We'll be needing like 4 strips. Okay. Now, windows and doors. Now going into windows. 2-panel casement. This we are working from the plan. Remember, this house has not been built. Because some of you, when you watch my video and you see that I used another house for thumbnail or for the background and all that, you will start thinking maybe that is the house I am mentioning the quantity of material used. Okay, this house has not been built. So 2-panel casement, 28 quantity, 28 at the rate of 22,000. Let me just give you a clue because I've not given you prices on this before. At the rate of 22,000. Detail but overall size 600 by 600 mm. 6 needed at the rate of 15,000. Then doors, China type of doors, 2001 by 12 mm size. 6 will be needed at the rate of 55,000. 21 by 900 mm size. 24 will be needed at the rate of 35,000. 21 by 750 mm size. 12 will be needed at the rate of 35,000. You know, this is the problem some of you are having with the people building for you, because the building, one of the building we are working on now is a kind of amendment we are doing. The building, the door doesn't have size. So all these things is what you should try to get from your engineer before going into work with him, so that you will know that you are working with the right person. So floor finishes. Floor tiles, 420. Cement, 100. Sand in 10-ton strip, 7. Ceiling finishes. PVC ceiling finishes nailed to noggins. As well, 220. Electrical works, allow a provisional sum of 450,000 naira for electrical cable laying and fittings. This is not just the piping again. This now include both the cable laying and fittings. Then plumbing and sanitary fittings, allow a provisional sum of 550,000 naira for plumbing and sanitary fittings, including onset of septic tank and soakaway pit. Including onset of septic tank and soakaway pit. That is why I tell you that if you want my engineer to do an estimate for you, you have to commit yourself. Those things I'm calling for you needs calculation. You don't just send me message, please help me estimate 4 bedroom bungalow, help me estimate 5 bedroom duplex. You send your plan and you expect someone to sit down and start reading your plan and start calculating it like this for you, and after everything they will send it to you, you say thank you. Once you don't commit yourself, it's rough estimate I am sending to you from my experience. I won't just do anything on my own, but engineer doesn't touch it. If you don't commit to yourself, engineer does not touch it, because I don't bother giving it to him because I know he will not answer me, and me, I don't have money to pay for your behalf on your behalf. So just that is why I brought this out, so that you can listen and see that this thing requires calculation for real. You don't just look at it like me. I cannot just look at plan and give you an answer because I'm not an engineer. I only work with experience from the ones they have worked on. That is what I give you my idea from. If you need to get an accurate estimate, you need to commit to yourself so that the engineer can do it, work it out for you. And those things takes days to do, and they have work to do. So let's go back to our video. Painting now. 20 liters cans of white emulsion paint, like 20 liters cans of other colors of emulsion paint. Emulsion, is that what you people call it? 50. Then 4 liters cans of gloss paint, 10. So now we said for protector and close-ups, say allow, what did they write here? Balustrading protectors. Allow a provisional sum of 655,000 naira for window protectors, close-ups, and step balustrading, that is handrails. Oh, handrails. Please, I'm just hearing this for the first time. Oh, balustrading. What I know it with is handrails. So it shall allow the sum of 655,000 naira for that. So calculating all this together from the first stage, which was decking stage, when we calculated it, we had 3.685 thousand. Then the second stage, which is the where am I? First floor, excuse me. Okay, the second stage is work on first floor. Did I really call this? Okay. Work on first floor. I think I didn't mention this. Anyway, it totaled 2.333,700. Then the next stage is roof beams. That totaled 970. Then roof and ceiling wood work. That totaled 1.450. Then plastering and dressing totaled with tiles. Plastering and dressing with tiles totaled 4.348 900, that is 4.350. Let's just put it like that. Then windows, doors, handrail, electrical, and plumbing total 4.150. Then painting totaled 370, or let's say 400,000. Okay, this is the totaling. Workmanship has not been included. So when we include workmanship from, let me call it for you, preliminaries 250, work on first floor slab deck, that one 800, work on first floor, that one 750, work on roof beam, which is parapet, 450, roof carcass and covering and ceiling noggins, 550, plastering and dressing, plastering and dress, that one takes up to 1.4 1.4 million naira. It's heavy on my mouth though, but where this work will be taking place, they charges per bag of cement and all that. So I will do the calculation later anyway. I just have to bring this up because the person is ready to do his work, so I have to bring it up. Then tiling, floor and walls, that one is taking 450,000. Ceiling finishing is taking 100,000. Fixing of protectors, close up, is taking 100,000. Electrical work is taking 550,000. Plumbing and sanitary fittings is taking 450,000. Painting is taking 500,000. Then supervision is taking 850,000 naira. This is money. This is money. This is an estimate as well. So all this. So guys, when you add up the materials, the workmanship, you should be looking at 25M. Then when you add up the one we're supposed to use for ground floor, from the foundation to the lintel level, both the tiling, the electrical, the plumbing, and plastering as well, and painting it as well. I think let's just put down 8M for that. 8M should be enough. It should be enough. So we are looking at something like 33M for the whole building. You see why I keep saying that all buildings are not the same? Mr. S building, the same design with you, might cost him 30 million, while your own will cost you 7 million, while another person's will cost 35 million. It depends on the finishing. Finishing counts a lot. But when we are talking about just to put up the structural work, the partly mechanical work and electrical work, that is just the structure, just the structural work from foundation to roofing level, it might be the same. But when it comes to finishing, it's not always the same, because materials differs and their prices also differs. So from this building, this is what we are expecting. This is what the estimate has given us, 33M. Though we might not use up to that, but with the present price of things, we might use up to that. But with the quantity and quality, with the quality of materials he needs for his finishing, we are looking at 33M. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram. Please, I don't mind funny. I'm not speaking funny here. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Share the video. Don't forget that. Bye.